Okay, I'm gonna run through some charts here. Let's start with Bitcoin. Obviously, we've had a little bit of a rally in the past few days. Now some selling off. So we're kind of really looking at what happens next here. If we're able to form a higher low, then we can start to push higher. I would say we should at least come up and sort of fill this inefficiency here. All right, this whole move down, not really any price action in there, so chances are that gets filled in at some point, and whether or not we make a higher low here will sort of determine if that happens sooner than later. But it does look like it's trying to bounce a little bit. A little more strength would be good. We have the stock RSI starting to cross here, so maybe we can get a little momentum and break up above that. Yeah, otherwise on a macro, high time frame, nothing overly bullish about this chart, as we've been saying now for weeks. Nothing really to get excited about. With that said, we are at an interesting price point for sort of long-term buys, DCA buys, stuff like that. I'm certainly looking to DCA in this price range myself. But as far as calling a bottom here, it's still a little too early. We do have some slightly bullish structure forming here with a little bit of a higher high, although it wicked and got sold down pretty quickly here. But at least some consolidation here. So, like I said, potentially we can come up. Tag sort of 26.7 would be my immediate target, where I'd look to sort of reassess the situation. And then jumping over to Ethereum, it's basically going to be the same thing. Although here we haven't really got a higher high. We have more of sort of equal highs here, chipping away at resistance. And we can use the same philosophy here. If we get the higher low and come up to this again, chances are it's going to break. And then, pretty quick move probably up into like 1650. Sort of, again, that same sort of inefficiency here. Come back, fill it. But yeah, not too different of a structure here at the moment. Sort of consolidation. A lot of people, drawing lines on this, saying it's a bottom. It's too soon to say myself. I need to see this get above resistance before I get too comfy. But certainly you can be buying dips here, managing your risk. Just don't be left holding the bag if we go even lower. Interesting. What I'm interested in for the near future is ETH BTC with Mt. Gox supposedly going to be releasing some old Bitcoin, paying back their customers. I think that could certainly make the case for ETH outperforming Bitcoin, as it's just a simple, supply. The supply is going to be shocking for Bitcoin, not so much for Ethereum. There's going to be a correlation, but I think ETH still has legs to stand on in that situation. You just simply can't replicate the selling of I think it's like 3 billion or 4 billion worth of Bitcoin coming back to the market. So that's Bitcoin, ETH. Not too much else I wanted to look at in this part anyways. I have a couple of altcoins we're going to look at once we stop this. Just to kind of reiterate my ideas on what I think are good picks for the next cycle. We can take a quick look at the stock market. Okay, so still grinding down, right? Lower highs, lower lows. if it can manage to sort of put in a fresh higher high, we did get a little bit of a higher low here, so it could be trying to push up, but again, I don't want to make any sort of call here based on such a sort of weak data point. You know, I don't have a lot of conviction in that, but if we can push, we'll get some relief across the market most likely. But yeah, this is sort of what I had in mind for the S&P. I think we can come down to 3,500, so still a little bit of downside. In here is where it gets interesting, between the 618 and 3,500. You know, a clear consolidation area might be where some money looks to come back in, but we will see. All right, I think that about does it for this part. And I'll jump in chat, see what's going on. Bye.